Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. If you don't know me, my name's Olivia and I'm going to be guiding you through this after work flow. This is specifically geared towards people who work at a desk or people who are hunched over on a computer all day. This flow is suitable for all levels, and for today's practice you will be needing 2 blocks. If you don't have access to blocks, you can either use books or more firm cushions or pillows. To get started, we're just going to come into a child's pose at the back of our mat. So bring your big toes to touch, knees apart, and just sink your forehead down to the mat. Or if you'd like to, you can gently rest your forehead on a block. Starting to leave our day behind. No more planning anything or reviewing anything. Just focusing on the present moment and allowing yourself this time to relax and unwind after a hard day of work. Child's pose is great for releasing fatigue and energizing your body. It calms your mind while massaging the internal organs, opening up through the hips, stretching through the ankles, shoulders. It also aids in digestion. By sitting at a desk all day, we tend to build up a lot of tension in our lower back, as well as our neck and our shoulders and our overall spine. So today we'll be targeting all of those areas, and hopefully you'll be feeling nice and relaxed and tension-free after this class. Coming into a side body stretch, you're just going to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, maybe placing the left hand on top of the right, stretching through the left side body here. And then just coming over to the other side, walking the hands over to the left of your mat, and then again maybe placing your right hand on top of the left. Really lengthening out through the right side body, feeling that stretch here. And then just releasing back to center, you're going to start to crawl your fingertips in. Coming on to hands and knees, and you're just going to grab your blocks, placing them at the top of your mat, just placing them on the lowest level right beside each other. Keep your knees and your hips stacked, and then you're just going to bring your elbows down onto each block. Bring your hands into prayer behind your head, and then sink your chest down. Maybe bringing your thumbs to the upper back. Remembering to breathe here as we open up through the chest. If you like an even deeper stretch, you're just going to bring your blocks a little bit closer to the top of your mat. But if not, just stay there and feel the sensation. This is called puppy pose or melting heart pose. This is by far my favorite stretch to do right after work because of that intense shoulder opening. I also find it to be really relaxing and restorative, so it's great to just unwind in this position. Just starting to slowly come out of this, you're going to press down through the elbows and just move your blocks over to the side. And then coming onto your belly, you're going to extend your right arm out to the side, engage the legs, and then just roll over onto that right side. Kickstand that left foot. And then either staying here, or you can reach back with your left hand and grab onto your foot. Gently releasing that bind if you're in it, and then coming back to center as we come onto the other side by extending your left arm out, kickstanding that right knee this time, and then maybe staying there or taking your bind. Just one more breath there, and then releasing all the way back to center. Coming into a tabletop on your hands and knees. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. As you inhale, you're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, and exhale, round and contract. Inhale to gaze up. As you exhale, gaze towards the navel, push the ground away. And then just one more round here. Inhale and exhale. Now just coming into a few wrist stretches, you're going to point your fingertips out to the side so that they're facing away from each other, and then just shifting from side to side. And then rotating your fingertips to face each other. And then again, just shifting over from side to side, moving at your own pace here. And now bringing your fingertips to face your knees. I know this is an intense one, so if it doesn't feel good, just feel free to skip it. But if you're here, just gently moving back and forth now. Maybe rocking back just a little bit more. Maybe coming onto the fingertips and lifting the wrists. Just do what feels good here. Now coming onto your knees, you're going to bring your hands into prayer and then gently placing the top of your left hand onto the mat as you push down with the right hand. Trying to keep both arms straight. And then just flipping over onto the other side. Top of the right hand down, left hand pushing into the right. Then just sitting back onto the heels, shaking out those wrists. And then crawling to the top of your mat, coming into a downward facing dog. You're going to lift your hips up and back, coming into an upside down V. Hands are about shoulder width distance apart, feet are about hip width distance apart. Keeping your back nice and flat, maybe bending through the knees, walking the dog. And then really bend through the knees here as you just walk to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, hand to the shins, flat back. Exhale, bend through the knees, fold all the way down. And then as you inhale, rise all the way up. Coming into a few rounds of half sun salutations here. Inhale to rise your arms up over your head. Exhale, dive down, bend through the knees, plant the palms. Inhale, hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, back down, fold. Root to rise, all the way back up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. Just one more round here. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. And then just rising back to your mountain pose. Inhale the arms up and over your head. Bring your left hand down your left side body. Stretch the right arm up and over. And then just coming onto the other side. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Not dumping down to the chest here. Staying nice and lifted. Bringing your palms to touch over your head. We're just going to palm tree over to the left side. And then over to the right side. Stay grounded through all four corners of your left foot as you pick your right knee up and squeeze it into the body for a standing wind relief. This pose is really good for digestion and also stretching out the psoas. Gently release that right knee and bring your right foot all the way to the back of your mat, dropping your right knee down, coming into a low crescent lunge. Trying to keep your left knee stacked over your left ankle. When you feel balanced, just raise your arms up over your head, maybe gazing up at the thumbs if you'd like to challenge your balance. Straightening out through the left leg, you're going to just plant your palms to frame your front foot. Coming into a half split, you might need to move that left heel just a little bit higher. Plant down to the right hand under your shoulder and then lift that left arm up. Feel free to bend through that left knee or place a block under your right hand. Gently releasing back to center, we're going to bend through that left knee and then just stepping both feet to the top of your mat and then just root to rise as you inhale. Bringing your palms to touch over your head, you're just going to palm tree over to the left side and then coming onto the right side, stretching through that left side body. Releasing your left hand down your left side body, stretching up and over with the right hand. Then releasing onto the other side, right hand down, left arm up. Grounding down to all four corners of your right foot, you're going to pick your left knee up this time and squeeze it into the chest, flexing through your left foot, keeping your spine nice and tall, finding that one point of focus to help with your balance before shooting that left foot back to the back of your mat as you drop your back knee down, rising into your low lunge. Again, trying to stack your right knee over your right ankle, maybe gazing up at the thumbs. And then bring your hands to frame your front foot as you straighten out through that right leg. Coming into that half split with a twist, plant your left hand underneath your left shoulder and lift your right arm up. If you need to modify, bend through that right knee or place your left hand down under a block. Releasing back to center, bending through that right knee, and then just bringing both of your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, root to rise, arms up and over your head. Palms touch at heart center, and then plant your hands down, step back into plank, just the transition into a downward facing dog. Lift the tailbone up and back, plant the palms, just letting the head hang here, maybe pedaling out through the feet, maybe noticing how this downward dog feels compared to the first one. And then just rolling forward into plank and lowering yourself down all the way onto your belly. Tent the fingers on the outside of your mat. And then as you rise up, you're going to lift your chest, engage through the legs. Exhale to roll all the way down. Inhale, roll up, but this time gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale, back to center and down. Inhale, rising, gazing over the left shoulder. And then exhale all the way back down, forehead to the mat. Planting your palms at your side body, pressing up into plank, and then lifting the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Coming to sit in the center of your mat, we're going to just do some neck stretches here. Starting with some half circles here, just move at your own pace. Moving one shoulder to ear, all the way down to the chest, over to the other side. Now take your right hand to the left ear, bringing your ear down to your right shoulder and extending your left arm out to the side. Feeling that gentle pull and letting some of those neck muscles just release. And then gently letting go, dropping your chin to your chest. And then just again starting with some half circles, letting it feel good here, letting gravity do a lot of the work. Now take your left hand to your right ear, drop your left ear down to your shoulder, and extend your right arm out to the side. Just breathing here. Gently dropping your chin to chest. And now I think we're nice and warmed up for some full circles. Bringing your ear to your shoulder, dropping your chin to your chest, and then coming up the other side, dropping your head back. And again, just moving through your own pace here. This is where I tend to hear a lot of cracking. And in that case, just go really gently and slowly. And now taking your right hand to the outside of your left knee, just gazing over that left shoulder, lengthening through the spine, gently twisting. And then releasing over to the other side, left hand to right knee. Right fingertips are out behind you, gazing over that right shoulder. Coming into supported fish pose, you're going to grab both of your blocks and come into a laying down position. Place one block at the top of your mat so that you're able to rest your head on it, and the other one will just be a couple inches below it, but you're going to place it along your spine. You might need to adjust your blocks here just to make it a little bit more comfortable for you and your body, and feel free to change up the heights of each block. Wherever you are, just trying to expand through the chest, releasing any tension in the shoulder area. Fish pose is great for improving posture and flexibility in the spine. It's a nice, gentle, but effective way to open up through the front body. Maybe taking this time to do a body scan. If you're tensing any muscles here, just release them, let them all go. Just melt into your blocks and your mat. If you'd like to play around with the leg variation, you can come into reclined butterfly by bringing the soles of your feet to touch. Personally, I like to add hip openers whenever I can. We tend to store a lot in our hips, whether it's emotions or tension, and it feels really good just to release that and let it all go. Gently engaging through the neck to lift your head up. Removing the block that was under your head and just placing it to the side. Now on the lowest level, we're going to place our block right under our sit bones. Coming into a very gentle inversion here. This is dead bug pose. So you're just going to lift your feet and your arms up, but not trying too hard here, just making this very gentle and loose. Inversions have endless benefits, some of them being improving circulation, immunity, energizing the body, relaxing the body, increasing your core strength in this particular pose. And then release it all the way down, removing the block from underneath you, hugging your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side, giving your lower back a nice massage. And then coming into your final shavasana, extending the legs, and then just letting your palms open, letting your feet roll out to the side, bringing your shoulders down and away from your ears, taking these final moments to soak in your practice, maybe showing some gratitude for yourself, for giving yourself the gift of movement, especially after sitting at your desk all day. When you're ready, you're going to stretch your arms up over your head, bring your feet to touch, and just do a nice full body stretch here. And then rolling up to a seat. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again on the mat soon.